Hey guys, what's going on? I had somebody ask me to take a look at Cardano. So right now I have the ADA chart pulled up and I'm on the weekly time frame. Obviously I took quite a long break from doing these videos and I'm not really sure how consistent I'm going to be, but it's interesting pulling this chart out because I haven't really looked at it in months and just to kind of look at how the price has responded to the levels that I drew quite a while back, right? So just to recap, if you want to trade ADA, some levels that I recommend that you draw. The first would be this upsloping level of support, basically this yellow line right here. You see it initiates down here. It was support right here. It was support here. We broke below it. It flipped to a resistance. And now just moving along up, if the price does fall back, I would look to this level as a potential support as well. Okay, in addition to that, I mean, you don't have to draw this on your chart, this falling wedge, but that's basically where we are right now. We had this huge move up, which kind of formed 5 waves right here, and the retrace took the form of a falling wedge. We've broken out of it, bounced up the trend line a few times. And yeah, here we are. Okay, so another important level that I recommend that you draw, I don't really think we're going to come back to this level, but it's going to be right here, this horizontal line at 42 cents. And reason being is because it was such a significant level of support all throughout here. We broke below it, it flipped to a resistance. This was a little bit of a fake out, but a rejection nonetheless. Over here was still serving as a support. And yeah, you can look to it if the price does break through this yellow trend line. You can look to this 42-cent level to be a support. Again, I should mention that I do not think we're going to come down there. Okay, now the most obvious thing about this structure here on Cardano, it's very bullish, right? So we're putting in higher highs, higher high, and then we're putting in higher lows, right? So we're just kind of working our way back up. All right, now this first red box here, actually I should probably extend that out. I had previously marked this as a potential level of resistance for 2 reasons. Number one, the previous price action right here. You see it was resistance here. So this is where I started the range right at the top of these candle bodies here at around 57 cents. And then the top of the range I had marked based on the Fibonacci retracement, right? So if I take a fib, and I'm using log scale for this, guys. So if you're using the log scale chart, just make sure that you set your Fibonacci settings to the log scale as well. So yeah, just run it from the high to the low, and you'll see the top of this marks the 382. And as the price came up, look at how accurate this was. This was resistance here. These are 1 week candles, right? So this is 1 month of resistance where, the price would trade above it. As soon as this weekly candle closed, buyer stepped in, sold it back down, and this was a rejection, right? And then again, you see here, when we finally broke through this 382 Fibonacci retracement, this resistance level, we worked our way up to the next Fibonacci resistance, and that was right up here at around 80 cents, right? So huge rejection off that. And this was a pretty scary time for anybody who was holding Cardano, I'm assuming, right? Because we broke this upsloping level of support, this yellow line right here. And then for a few months here, for 2.5 months, we were just getting support on this line right here. Oh, I think I forgot to tell you guys, definitely mark this as well. Very, very significant level on this chart. Perhaps the most significant level right now, right? So that's around 32 cents, 32.27, and reason being, resistance right here, came above its support, came below it resistance, came above it, and there was support here for several months, okay? So I guess this was a pretty good accumulation range for anybody who believes in this project, and then started working our way back up. And this time we blasted through the 382 retracement, we blasted through the 50% retracement. Actually a little bit of a sell-off here on this candle, but eventually worked our way through that. And then it just made its way back up to the next level that I had previously marked right here. This is the golden pocket, the range between the 618 and the 65%. And again, just look how accurate that is. That was the resistance, right? Had an ABC retrace after this impulse move to the upside. And then I guess, where was it? I guess it was right here when they announced that ADA was going to be part of a U.S. government crypto reserve, and not many people were expecting that. So huge move back up to this golden pocket and a very rapid sell-off all the way back down to the start. So that's got to be pretty frustrating. But as you can see right now, kind of forming a doji right here. Nothing out of the ordinary. So what I would expect from here, maybe just chop around here a little bit, and then another push to the upside to see if we can finally crack this 618 to 65 range, the golden pocket right here, okay? So definitely draw this on your chart, very significant level of resistance. And down around here, lowest level would probably be right around here at this trend line here. that would be the level of support, right? So resistance, support, very clear range right here. Now, if we do break above this golden pocket resistance, next level is going to be the 786 Fibonacci resistance, and that's going to be around $1.76. Now, I'm also seeing something. I'm going to take a trend line, started from right here, move it out, and what you can see is this price is kind of bouncing in a channel right now, right? So if I extend that out, and a pretty epic trade setup, if you're looking to short this, would be if the price works its way up here to the 786 Fibonacci retracement, which also aligns perfectly with the top line of this channel at around 176. And if that happens towards the end of June, a lot of people are going to enter the market and place short positions right here. So just be aware of that. You don't want the price to come up here and then you enter leverage long positions, right? Because I can pretty much guarantee that the first time the price comes to this level, there's going to be a lot of selling pressure, right? So just be aware of this. Definitely mark this on your chart as well. If you want to enter a short position here, you can, because you have a very clear invalidation point. You can place your stop loss slightly above, but you could get wicked out, right? That's what would have happened to a lot of people right here. So just the risk you'd have to take if you want to short this. But again, if you do short, you're trading counter trend because the structure, it's higher highs, higher lows. And I do think the so-called alt season is coming, right? So I would prefer to long this. I just wouldn't want to long it right here. Longing where we are right now, I think looks okay. And then even if we come down a little bit more, adding to your position right here, in my opinion, would also probably be pretty reasonable entry. Now, as for whether or not I would personally be buying right here, I'm not. I already have Cardano left over from the last cycle that I didn't take profits on. So I'm just holding that. I'm not selling it right now. As for entering long positions on altcoins, what I would look at the Bitcoin chart, and let's take a look at that right now. So I'm on the daily time frame here on Bitcoin. This is a 200-day moving average. And as you can see, the price recently broke below it. And now this previous level of support is now serving as a resistance, right? So earlier today, I made a tweet about this resistance level. And yeah, we are getting rejected from it, right? So for your Bitcoin trades, I would probably recommend drawing this horizontal level of resistance on your chart. And you get that by just taking a horizontal ray and pasting it right below these candle bodies right here. So you see this broken level of support has now become resistance. And then there's even more traders opening up shorts here, because not only is this just the resistance based on the price action when you look left over here, but again, now we are under the 200-day moving average. So for me personally, I'm probably just going to wait, be patient on entering long positions until we see a daily candle close back up above these two levels here, back up above the 200-day and back above this resistance right here. Okay, so that's going to be around 84,150. Okay, so keep an eye on that. Now earlier today I took a short position on this, but it wasn't a big one, right? So I've already closed that. I think I got around 7 or 8%, so pretty good. And the reason why I didn't want to take a large short position right here is just because we had this bullish divergence, right? So we had a low and a lower low on the price right here, and then we had a low and a higher low on the oscillator, right? So I was a little bit cautious. And this is still a thing. This is still something to be aware of, right? So yeah, for me, this is a level around 84,120 or so. Is that what I said before? 84,000, maybe 84,002, okay? Daily close above that, that's what I'm looking for. Until then, be very cautious about taking longs in this market. All right, guys, that's just a quick summary of Cardano. Hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, click like. If you want to get notified when I drop new content, click subscribe. If you want to get information from me quicker, follow me on X. I'll put a link in the pinned comment and description. And if you want some exchanges to trade on, where you're not going to have to go through an annoying KYC process and submit your IDs, I'll put a link to a couple in the pinned comment and description. And as of right now, they're still non-KYC. All right, so you can use those. And if you use the links that I provide, then you can get a sign-up bonus. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.